I wanted to make a video about how Oreo O's were coming back this month and how awesome it was, but also talk about why things coming back after a long time isn't always a good thing. But my grocery store didn't have them yet. But the new Pokemon Direct just aired recently, a few hours ago as of this recording, and needless to say, I was not impressed. I mean, it was essentially repackagings of two games that already exist with a little bit of extra content and a little bit of different stuff. Not sold on it. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video was the hype surrounding it and all these rumors and sensationalistic articles that spread around leading up to the Direct saying, the new Pokemon's gonna be this. The Pokemon game for the Switch is already in development and it's gonna be revealed in the Direct, as some articles like to make their titles out to be for those clicks and money and all that shit. And fans driven by their passion fell for it. And they built up the hype so much, so much to an incredibly high standard that when the Direct finally did air, they were inevitably disappointed. And frankly, that disappointment is their fault because they built it up so much on things that they didn't know about, on information that was unsubstantiated that they got from just clickbaity articles that just wanted nothing but your views. And somehow they seem to think that it's Nintendo's fault for not giving them what they want. Now, I want to be real with you for a second because I'm going to break some childhood memories here, and I'm going to stomp on some nostalgic memories here. But Nintendo is a business, first and foremost. It is there to make money, and it is there to pitch ideas that people may or may not be interested in. It's a gamble. And whenever a franchise as established as Pokemon, something that is very dear to me, that I've been a part of ever since the beginning, I wouldn't call myself the hardest of hardcore Pokemon fans. I don't really have a whole lot of Pokemon related items. I've played most of the games. I skipped Gen 4, but since Black and White, I've played all of them up until now. And Sun and Moon was really a breath of fresh air in terms of how they just overhauled the little mechanics to make something ultimately big. And whenever they just announced more of the same thing, I was like, okay, I was kind of wishing for them to push something forward. That's my personal experience because the hype culture has become so toxic, so cancerous. And I've learned this in hindsight that hype in check is a good thing. You have to keep your hype in check about things. And whenever you let that hype go unchecked, it'll never live up to it, and you will always be disappointed by what companies like Nintendo put out. It can be interchangeable with everything, whether it be Blizzard or Microsoft or Sony. The point is, to those of you who are expecting something more than what they put out in the Direct, if you were expecting a Pokemon game for the Switch or maybe the Gen 4 remakes and you didn't get it and you feel so angry that you just want to, frankly, you're not going to actually do anything except maybe not buy the games, but you're at your keyboard in such a vitriolic furor typing out something so heinous, well, I wouldn't really say heinous, that you type in, Nintendo let me down for the last time again. All they care about is having to do, and they just repackaged the same. It's this. They've done this the same goddamn time before. Remember Black and White and Black and White 2? Hell, they're not even calling Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon a direct sequel anymore. It's an alternate timeline with different Pokemon. At least Black and White 2 put in a little bit more effort supposedly they only showed us like 10 seconds of footage, so I could be proven completely wrong in that aspect, so who knows? But I'm getting off track here, as usual with these unscripted rants. But the point I'm trying to make is, if you felt that colossally correct, you should know that Nintendo does not owe you a goddamn thing. But in return, you do not owe anything to Nintendo. It's a business agreement. They put out a product and you decide whether or not you want it. If that product does not interest you, shut your wallet! And you move on. Simple as that. Also, if you're thinking about signing a petition that'll get Nintendo to stop production on Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon in order to get your precious Sinnoh remakes, just remember, petitions do not fucking work. They just toss that shit in the trash. And I just want to reiterate that hype is not a bad thing. You just have to keep it at a realistic level, so there is still the opportunity that you could be let down, but there's still the chance that that hype you keep put in check whenever you finally get your hands on the thing that you want, that it, frankly, it exceeds your expectations. So what did we learn today? Hopefully nothing. If you're level-headed and you think rationally, this should come second nature to you. But just in case if you don't, you are not entitled to products that you think companies should make. And hype culture is getting increasingly more toxic. So much to the point that it's negatively affecting the public gaming community as a whole. As if we weren't stigmatized enough already. Don't think that's true? 3 words. No Man's Sky. I rest my case. I'm PM Rants. And to those of you excited about Sonic Forces, I just want to say, it looks promising, but don't buy the pig while it's still in the bag. I'm just saying. Thank you for watching. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I need to give an especially big thank you to Sean Campbell, Michael Perry Jr., Joe Gripton, Sam Peters, Coda Sinclair, Connor Pierce, Kestar24, William Fletcher, Will Stonehouse, Nicholas Blackman, Q Player, Jackson Smith, Jack Gore, Bon Lanez, Mario Mariquin, Rodolfo De Lara, you Hanzo main, Ramona Viking Hansen, Cynical Carlos, and Michael Groot. I have to address the elephant in the room. Where the fuck are those reviews that people paid money to request? Well, the scripts are done, but when I was working on them, my hard drive crashed. Contained all the files, all the footage that I put into it. It's gone. So I'm having to get the footage again. I've gotten the footage back again. So now I'm pretty much having to start the entire project from scratch. I'm sorry, I feel like I've let you guys down. Again, if you guys feel like pulling out, then I feel like I deserved it. But rest assured, they're still coming. Also, I've been putting a little bit more focus on my health, and I've been a lot more busy in terms of actual work, like the job to keep a roof over my head. This is actually the first full day off I've had in a while, so... And the Pokémon Direct came out, and I felt and I saw all the outrage regarding the new Pokémon stuff that's coming out, and I just felt inspired. And isn't that the best kind of video to make? That something happens that just inspires you to break out your camera and just start talking out your ass about nonsensical bullshit and edit it together, and hopefully you make a somewhat valid point that people may listen to. Who knows? Thank you all so much for watching. I feel like I want to do a bit more of these unscripted rants. So, and I asked you this in the Overwatch video, but let me know what you guys think about these formats of videos, because I know you guys want me to make more videos, and I know this stuff is a little bit faster and easier to make, So let me know what you guys think about these formats, and let me know what I can do to perhaps improve. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Was not impressed. I mean, it was essentially repackagings of two games that already exist with a little bit of extra content and a little bit of different stuff. Not sold on it. But that's not the point of... I wanted to make a video about how Oreo O's were coming back this month and how awesome it was, but also talk about why things coming back after a long time isn't always a good thing. But my grocery store didn't have them yet. But the new Pokemon Direct just aired recently, a few hours ago as of this recording, and needless to say, which is already in development, and it's going to be revealed in the Direct, as some articles like to make their titles out to be for those clicks and money and all that shit. And Fans driven by their passion, this video. The point of this video was the hype surrounding it and all these rumors and sensationalistic articles that spread around leading up to the Direct saying, the new Pokemon's gonna be this, the Pokemon game for the Switch